Gotta be fucking kidding.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world. Yes, you read that thumbnail twice. Wolcen 2. At least that's what I am calling it. Currently codename Project Pantheon. And on X, Wolcen Studios has been teasing images and stuff coming for their next project, and now we have a website. See how it's all dark right now? Oh, scroll down a little bit and it brings the background into the light. Now, you might not know this about me, but I covered Wolcen a lot. It was my first successful series on YouTube. Wolcen, is it fixed yet? A lot of my community found me through Wolcen. It's where I started making how-to videos on gaming and build guides, everything. Like Wolcen was my launching point. And as things came up, it also came down, but I just feel energized. I feel electric to potentially cover another Wolcen project. So we now have some details and understanding on what this game is. So we're going to jump right into it. Wolcen Studios is proud to present Project Pantheon. This is just a code name. We don't know the name for it, so I'm just going to call it Wolcen 2. Also, this first teaser trailer actually it doesn't actually take you to a teaser trailer, just FYI. So I don't know why this is here. When you click there, it just takes you to a blank screen, but that's okay. The afterlife awaits. This is Project Pantheon. Project Pantheon is the code name for an innovative extract action RPG in development by Wolcen Studios, seamlessly blending the high-stakes intensity of extraction gameplay with the depth and progression of hack-and-slash action RPG. And I'm going to jump down to the bottom here. Explore diverse maps to complete quests, battle tough enemies, and engage in dynamic PvPvE. Now, I know a lot of times anybody sees PvP, they immediately say, I'm done. I'm out. I don't want to deal with that. I don't know, maybe they'll come up with something fun. Survive the challenges and return to the sanctuary to secure loot and trade with other players. However, failure to extract could mean losing everything you carried with you. So an extraction isometric action RPG made by Wolcen Studios. And let me just, before we go into game features, let me show you some of these images. Now, whether you loved or hated Wolcen Lords of Mayhem, it is still right now potentially one of the best looking action RPGs built on CryEngine. It is absolutely gorgeous. You could put the visuals against PoE 2 or Diablo 4, arguably the best visuals you will find in an action RPG. So they have always nailed it, or at least they nailed it with their first project. So from a visual perspective, I mean, these are just images. I need to see gameplay. I need to get my hands on it, but the images seem fine. So you got here with the snow. You got the Ultralisk here with the bones. Looks like a lot of cold areas. Maybe spin to win. It actually looks like the start of D4's campaign. More spin to win. It's also interesting that you and the enemies have triple bars. So like life, energy, mana. Or maybe like an energy shield. And these are the images that we have. Look at that. All right, the images don't look too, they look fine. They look fine. And it says down here, work in progress, of course. So those are some of the still images. Game features. You ready for this? Here we go. Battle through myth and chaos. Immerse yourself in engaging worlds that keep you coming back. Explore diverse maps, complete dozens of quests, and loot unique artifacts, weapons, armor, and more. Enjoy balanced PvP and PvE gameplay with fair rules, and strict anti-cheating. Project Pantheon is easy to learn, challenging to master, and always rewarding. It's balanced PvP. High stakes, big rewards. And Project Pantheon players begin at their hidden fortress to upgrade their base. Okay, so you actually get some base customization, customize loadouts, and prepare for combat. From there, they choose maps with unique objectives and valuable loot. The stakes are high, Dying can mean losing it all, while successful extraction secures rewards that you can also trade with others. Now, if you don't know the story of Wolcen Lords of Mayhem, their first game, it was supposed to be like kind of, you got your own little city, you got your own house, you're building it up, there's open world aspects. They actually had kind of that adventure mode built into the Kickstarter, and then when Lords of Mayhem actually dropped, it was a standard isometric action RPG, and that's what kind of started the like, WTF, this game is completely different than what they told us it was going to be. So anyways, it's interesting that in this game features, they talk about customizing your own fortress. Your voice, our mission. Built by gamers for gamers. Our focus is community-driven development. We prioritize building strong connections and listening closely to player feedback. Closed alpha participants will play a vital role in shaping the game's future, showcasing Wolcen Studio's dedication to involving the community every step along the way. Now, Wolcen Studios, I know you guys have gone through a lot of leadership changes. You have updated the studio. A lot of people that were problematic are gone, and new leadership have come in. I say this wholeheartedly. I will believe this when I see it. When it comes to listening to feedback, at least for the first game, Wolcen Studios is probably one of the worst studios that I've ever dealt with. So I like that this is on here. I hope that you stick to it and that you've made big changes from the first Wolcen game. So register for the closed alpha. Obviously, this is not a sponsored video. I will link this website in the description. I wholeheartedly have registered for the closed alpha. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. And just to be clear, this isn't like a hate video. This isn't a like laugh at Wolcen video. I hope Wolcen 2 is excellent. I'm always excited when we get a new action RPG. And I know this is an extraction action RPG, but that could feel very different. You play a season of Last Epoch, you play a season of PoE 2, you play a season of D4 or Torchlight or Dwarven Realms, and now you've got your extraction action RPG that fits somewhere in that mold. I think it could be good. Now down here, you've got frequently asked questions. This is where we will wrap up the video. Is Project Pantheon the final name? They say right here, no, it is just a code name. How far along in development? They are currently in the early alpha stages. On here, they also have a register for content creators. Don't forget about me, Wolcen. And then on here, they talk about a closed alpha. The first closed alpha is coming to Europe on January 25th and 26th. And then February 1st and February 2nd to North America. I'm going to do everything in my power to get in this February 1st, February 2nd closed alpha. I'm begging you, Wolcen Studios. So that's the video. Project Pantheon. We now have a good idea about what is coming from Wolcen Studios. Now, simple question to my community. Will you try this? Did you have enough fun with Wolcen that you are willing to try a Wolcen 2? Or are you totally done? No way I would go back to that studio. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think I have earned it. Check out the Discord, approaching 4,500 members. We do a game giveaway every 2 weeks for just being a member of the community. It's also where we do all our movie nights, all our game nights, voice chats. It's an awesome place to hang out if you love action RPGs like Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. I'm done. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.